Welcome to Spot Podcast, the voice of scientists, where groundbreaking research meets your ears. We bring you the world's top-cited research articles in an engaging podcast format, making cutting-edge science accessible anytime, anywhere. Stay informed, stay inspired. This is the Spot Podcast, the voice of scientists.
Okay, so get this.
Okay.
We are diving into a tech that could, make needles obsolete.
Really?
Yeah. It's microneedle arrays. And
Right.
we're looking at how they could totally revolutionize the way we deliver medications and vaccines.
Interesting.
So our deep dive today is going to be based on a journal article
Right.
called Advancements, Applications, and Future Prospects in Pharmaceutical Delivery.
Interesting. So are these...
You ready to get into the nitty-gritty?
Yeah. Are these like a new thing or how new is this?
That's what we're going to find out.
Okay.
We're going to find out how these tiny needles are poised to make a big impact on healthcare.
I'm excited. I think what's so captivating about this whole microneedle array technology is that it really tackles a fear that's almost universal.
Oh, yeah.
Needles.
Yeah. Nobody likes needles.
No. So we're talking about a future where injections could become virtually painless.
Painless.
Yeah.
No.
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Traditional injections use needles that are big enough to reach the subcutaneous tissue.
Okay.
And that's where all the nerves are.
Right.
Microneedles.
Yeah.
They're so small.
Okay.
We're talking smaller than the width of a human hair.
Wow.
That they can deliver medications directly into the skin's upper layers.
Interesting.
And basically, they're bypassing those nerves altogether.
So it's not like they're numbing the area or anything. They're just
so small.
So small that they avoid those pain receptors.
That's exactly it.
Wow, that's ingenious.
Yeah, and that's just one reason why there's so much excitement
I can imagine.
around this technology.
Okay, so we know that they're tiny and painless.
Right.
But the article also talks about different types of microneedle arrays. So what are the big differences?
Well, there are four main types.
Okay.
Each of them are designed with, specific applications in mind.
Okay.
So first up, we've got solid microneedles. And these are essentially tiny solid needles that penetrate the skin, deliver the payload.
Okay.
They're pretty simple to make.
Right.
And they're great for delivering small molecule drugs and vaccines.
So just like miniature versions of the needles we're used to. Just way smaller.
Way smaller.
Crackable.
Crackable, exactly.
Okay.
Then we've got hollow microneedles. And these are, as the name suggests, they have a hollow core, which allows them to deliver larger molecules like proteins and even gene therapies.
Wow.
So imagine them as tiny pipelines that inject medications directly into the skin.
That opens up a whole world of possibilities for
Right.
treating more complex conditions.
Absolutely. And this next type,
Yeah.
this is like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Oh, really?
Dissolving microneedles.
What?
So these are,
That's crazy.
they're made from special polymers that completely dissolve under the skin
What?
after they've delivered the medication.
So you don't even have to remove them.
Nope.
That's incredible.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
These dissolving microneedles are really well suited
Yeah.
for vaccines and sensitive medications that, need to be protected until they reach their target.
I see.
And they also eliminate the issue of sharps disposal,
Oh, that's a big one.
which is huge,
Especially for
especially in mass vaccination campaigns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
All right. And then the fourth type
Okay.
is coated microneedles.
Mm.
So these are solid microneedles
Okay.
with a special coating that contains the medication.
Okay.
And that coating acts like a time release mechanism. So it allows for controlled and sustained delivery.
So like having a tiny personalized pharmacy patch
That's a great way to put it.
on your skin.
Yeah. And this type of microneedle
Yeah.
is particularly useful for medications that need to be administered
Right.
over a prolonged period,
Okay.
ensuring consistent dosage.
That's really interesting. It
Yeah.
seems like scientists have really thought of
They have.
all the different ways these microneedles could be used.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
But beyond these four basic types, the article also talks about like
Right.
some cutting edge
Yes.
advancements
Uh-huh.
in microneedle design.
Yeah, like what are you most excited about?
What are some of the key breakthroughs that have you excited?
Well, one of the most promising areas is the development of biodegradable microneedles. So instead of having to remove the needles or worry about them staying in the body, these biodegradable versions, they safely break down and are absorbed.
So they leave no trace.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's amazing.
And it's great from both like a patient comfort standpoint and an environmental standpoint.
Not quite. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another area that's really interesting is the development of smart responsive systems.
Okay.
So imagine microneedles that can sense changes in the body.
Oh, wow.
Like fluctuations in pH or temperature.
Wow.
And then release medication.
In response to those changes.
Exactly.
So it's like having tiny, intelligent robots delivering medicine exactly when and where it's needed.
That's a great way to put it.
Like next level.
Yeah. This is really cutting edge.
What kind of applications?
One area where this could be huge is in chronic conditions.
Okay.
Like diabetes.
Okay.
Imagine a microneedle patch that could continuously monitor blood sugar levels and then only release insulin when needed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a game changer.
Huge game changer.
For people with diabetes.
Yeah.
And then
we're also seeing a lot of progress in personalized microneedle arrays. So these are microneedles that are specifically tailored to an individual's needs, taking into account things like skin type, dosage requirements, you know, the specific condition.
Wow. So instead of a one-size-fits-all, we're moving towards truly personalized medicine?
Personalized medicine.
That's really exciting.
It is very exciting.
But how exactly do they personalize?
Well, there are a few ways they can adjust the length of the microneedles to make sure that the drug delivery is optimal based on a person's skin thickness.
Oh, okay.
And they can use different coatings on the needles to control the rate at which the medication is released.
So each microneedle array becomes like...
It's like a custom
designed solution for that patient. Yeah. That's incredible.
It's pretty remarkable.
But with all these amazing advancements, I'm also thinking about the safety aspects.
Yeah.
Are there any concerns about using these?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Given their size and the fact that some of them dissolve inside the body.
Well, while this technology is still fairly new, safety is a top priority for researchers.
Okay, good.
They're doing extensive studies to make sure that the materials used in these microneedles are biocompatible and don't cause any adverse reactions.
So they're making sure the body doesn't reject these tiny devices.
Yeah, and so one concern is the potential for needle breakage. So while these microneedles are designed to be strong and resilient, there's always a chance that a needle could break off during insertion.
I see.
So researchers are working on ways to minimize that risk by, you know, developing more robust microneedle designs and using materials that are less likely to fracture.
Okay. What about the potential for the medication to be absorbed into the bloodstream too quickly? Or in an uncontrolled manner?
Yeah, and researchers are very aware of that.
Okay.
They're studying the pharmacokinetics of drug delivery. You know, through microneedles. Which basically means understanding how the drug moves through the body, how quickly it's absorbed, how long it remains effective.
So they're basically trying to make sure that the drug delivered through these tiny needles behaves the same way as it would through traditional methods.
Just like it would with traditional methods.
Okay.
And they're also exploring ways to incorporate safety features into the microneedle array design.
So like some microneedles, for example, are being developed with special coatings that prevent them from penetrating too deeply.
Exactly.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there are also like strict regulatory protocols in place to ensure the safety of these.
Absolutely. So regulatory bodies like the FDA and EMA, they're heavily involved in evaluating the safety and efficacy of microneedle-based products. They have really strict testing procedures to assess biocompatibility, potential for irritation, and overall safety before they give approval.
So it sounds like there's a lot of work being done.